Hello. Where's everyone? Caucusing? Caucusing, huh? Okay. They do, but most people, it's caucus night, so having the meeting on caucus night, even though it's before 6, because I know it's illegal after 6, for sure, but.
So welcome.
Thank you. Is it just the two of you today? Okay. Okay. And how long do you plan on waiting? It's an hour-long meeting, right?
It can be. Yep.
Yes. I'll be right here. The light just went on in there. Just like... Oh no, the light has been on in there, right? Okay, well, there's nothing really going on here. It's lost and found. Hi. Yeah, people are out caucusing, I think, is what it looks like. Yeah. Well, it's illegal to hold meetings after 6, but people are caucusing, so most people don't hold meetings.
See two more.
Are you talking about their special council meeting?
Yeah, at 4:30.
Oh, I thought it was 6.
So that was 4:30. So this is, I'm gonna hand you some stack. So that's from the city manager. This is from the city attorney.
Okay.
And this is from our parenting association, just condensing what it says. City manager, city attorney, city manager is Charlie Yunker, city attorney is Darcy.
The last meeting, right?
So yes, he was sitting over there bald-headed. And then there's the parenting new association that condenses everything. So, thank you for coming. I'm handing you your city manager's online and your city attorney's memo, the welcoming families. Hand out.
Sorry.
The special city council work session is tomorrow at 3:15.
It says 4:30 online. I'm sorry, today is 4:30. It is at 3:15 p.m. It says February 4th at 3:15 is your work session.
So the one today is at 4:30, that's in the listening session.
And then the one tomorrow, February 4th, is at 3:15 p.m. It says. And that's part of the issue with staff's clarity. With these meetings, like tonight is a caucus night, and here we are. The mayor's not here.
She's homesick.
And the police chief emailed me today that he's not here, so.
Said he's coming?
He didn't email me about that. So have we confirmed what's on our meetings at tomorrow? That's true, but it says 3:15, and that was odd, and I was wondering if it's because you wanna have your attorneys there by the schedule at that time. Because the statute, they usually leave around 3:30 if they're here, so.
That works so fine.
Yeah, that's what I understand too, but they're not here, so.
Yeah.
Is that what it was, that's what it was supposed to. Oh. So go into the meeting and it actually says.
On the agenda.
So the 3:15 is when they post it. They have to post it legally 3 days before.
I didn't print out the agenda, so the agenda says
The agenda says
5:30.
6.
It says 6, so not even 5:30. So we have all these different, okay.
So that's what I have in my mind, like, oh,
Just correct that for us in the handout, please. So if you guys are sharing it, can you just go to you wanna make sure.
on the agenda set.
Oh, yeah.
But we're trying to have our handout passed around too, for awareness that we are here. And we're gonna keep summarizing these memos and legal memos, so that's why I would ask if you could share the agenda. Or the handout, sorry. Thank you.
So, I don't know if you guys take a look at it. Questions, concerns?
I did see,
So these are the city handout. This is the city's handout. It has the city logo. This is Dorsey. It is the city attorney, the firm.
Yep.
And then there's a handout that is from St. Anthony New Brighton Welcoming All Families Association that synthesizes what is in both of these with the issues raised by the city's residents. And so you see the purpose here. This handout summarizes topics city staff have identified for discussion and staff recommendations outlined in publicly released memoranda for the city council's upcoming special work session on federal immigration enforcement. It's shared at the community listening session to help residents understand what city staff has placed on the agenda for city council discussion or for council discussion, what action staff have advised, caution on, or declined to recommend, and what options staff indicate may remain available to the city. So this is a handout for those who are
today's
attention here.
discussion.
Correct.
Yeah.
From the St. Anthony New Brighton Welcoming All Families Association.
And I'm guessing you can find it under the agendas and where all of our presentations.
You cannot find the handout on the agenda center because this handout is by a non-affiliated with the city organization. You can find these two just on the meeting for tomorrow that was posted at
At the agenda.
3:15, but it looks like on the agenda the meeting is at 6 tomorrow. I have to change that in this year.
Where'd you find this one?
So this handout comes from the St. Anthony New Brighton Welcoming All Families Association. So after the listening session last week, a bunch of us here actually formed the organization.
So she's.
And so two of us are here.
That's not a city council.
So this is this is not a city handout because we're not affiliated with the city. Okay?
Thank
We're
you.
independent body. We don't say things to please the city. We say things to please the people.
So this is put up by you and some, right?
But the way that you're characterizing it looks like you're big mad. It is put out by
Sorry.
St. Anthony New Brighton Welcoming All Families Association. It has been accepted by the superintendent of the school district. They know that this association exists. So it will be attending school board meetings. So our members will be attending school board meetings, city council meetings, everything to do with immigration in the city of St. Anthony Village. Because as we've already seen, with the time mishaps, find it on the agenda. Find it under this part of the agenda. Find it on Facebook. It is hard for community members to find anything. A lot of our community members, English is a second language. Same with me. My first language is French. Je parle français, but you'd be fooled because I pass, right? Invisible minority, right?
Can I ask you,
So-
where can people find this?
People can find this handout by emailing welcomingfamilies.sanb@gmail.com. They can find more information about this parent association.
And then these two are the ones that came up with.
So, to repeat, this is from your city attorney group that's contracted, and this is from your city manager, Charlie
You can
Younger.
find both of these.
And these two
Website.
are what you're supposed to be discussing tomorrow at, now we know, 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
And this handout is ahead of that meeting to inform community members, provide them with these resources that not everybody can access, with a clean handout
Excuse
that
me.
explains everything.
So this is being presented and distributed by a group.
By
And this
the
email.
St. Anthony
And
New
it's
Brighton
separate from.
Welcoming
the
All
city's
Families Association.
Yep.
This is a
Separate from
group
the city's
who is
website.
independent from the city
Yep.
or the school district. It's formed by the individuals that were here who got together after the last meeting, figuring that you weren't listening. And so it was formed to make sure that the information that you're providing, that you tell us that you provided, that we should know about, that a lot of us don't know about as community members, as parents, right? That it is there and available for people, right? And we welcome all families. Right?
Thank you.
So mostly, the people who spoke last week, them and their families are not included. So whether it is at school district meetings, right? Whether it's at city council meetings, a lot of these, like this work session, right, on immigration, please note that it's not actually an official city council meeting. And because this is a city manager run city, right, there's not a charter, right? Codes is, so when these meetings occur as work sessions, they don't actually get on the record. And so we're tired of having these discussions not on the record, and we need to get them on the record.
I'd like to clarify that you can go to the city website where it says Agenda Center and you can see the city council meetings, which are the regular every 2 meetings. And then there's work sessions and they have agendas. They're always there.
Okay.
And
So-
by the city
So what I'm gonna say again is, it doesn't take somebody understanding state legislative processes and the legislature to understand, right? But this is part of the problem, and that's why this organization was formed, right? So what happens at city council is not subject to retention policies where it gets destroyed. It stays in the record forever. So when these discussions are not occurring during regular city council meetings, that record is not part of the city, okay?
What meeting are you talking
And so I'm talking about the work sessions.
This one here?
This one is definitely not.
Because this is just
This
an
is definitely
informal
not.
listening session.
Neither are the work sessions, okay?
Work
So the
sessions.
city council meetings are the official meetings that are going to be recognized, that build the history and the story of what happens in the city. So when voices are excluded, right, from the actual official city council meetings, they never make it onto the record as anything having happened in St. Anthony Village.
Well, we have community forum as part of the agenda during the city council meeting. People get up to talk.
So I was at the legislature testifying about this, okay? So I'm gonna say that you might wanna ask Dorsey, okay? But this is just across the board. For public official record, for the record, in a city, especially that doesn't have a charter, okay? It is a city manager style type of governance city. The city council meeting is what matters. And if you keep telling residents of color, right? Residents whose voices are not represented, right, at city council, that, well, this, there's a public forum, you can speak, then that's when we get confused, because we think that we are getting on the record officially, and we're not. It is just a forum, you guys to hear us, whether we're angry, whether we're raising our voices, whether we're not, and you don't have to do anything. There's no way for me to hold anyone accountable unless I can pull it from the city council meetings,
And I believe
and that's important.
the city council and the work sessions are always pulled from the website.
Yeah, but like I'm saying again.
Those are the official
Like I'm
meetings
saying,
that we have.
the
in
official meetings for the state of Minnesota, right? If you look at chapter 13, okay? The city council meetings, not work sessions, not because you're a city council member and you're sitting in a meeting. The actual official meeting is where it matters for people to speak, and what you discuss and what you vote on, where you vote, is what matters. You're not voting here, just like you're not voting in the work session. And that is the point that I'm making.
Our work sessions are recorded and available on the website.
And therefore, information gathering.
You don't vote, so it doesn't actually matter. We're going back and forth, and this is what I'm talking about, right? We have a civic responsibility here as constituents. You are at-large members, right? And I'm surprised that you keep running unopposed, but you do, because of these types of conversations that we're having, where it's very clear that you should know what I'm saying and what I mean, and instead you're offering subterfuge, deflection.
For me, I'm asking for clarity.
Yeah, we're just here to listen, to understand your concerns about tomorrow's agenda.
What are you
and-
not clear on? Because I thought that this meeting was just to hear concerns,
It's
not
to hear
just about
concerns.
tomorrow's agenda. I brought this, so I'm surprised and I'm curious to know what you brought. Is there any follow-up from last week? Are you bringing anything? I mean, it's 4 of us here, people are caucusing, I've spoken about this already. Is there anything that you're bringing other than telling everyone here that what I'm saying is not a fact?
I'm
You're
here
here
for
to
the
listen.
purpose of listening to what people have to say.
What are you going to do with what you hear? What did you do with what you heard last week? Did you write a blog? Like, what did you do with what you heard last week?
I brought in my perspective on the issues. I actually asked questions during our city council meeting based on these.
After that day, that was the same day, what did you do? Is the question that I'm asking.
You're asking what I do to help support my community. Is that what you're asking?
No, I'm asking,
Because I
following the listening session with what you heard, I think you had a pretty intense back and forth with Gallo, right? After all of that, there was the city council meeting. And then after that, it was the next day. And then now it's today. There were several days in between. I'm asking what you did, either of you did with the information that you learned from the community members. Because I was here, it seemed pretty poignant, pretty raw, and we're meeting in your atrium, which is the hallway again. But I'm wondering what you Did you blog about it? Did you talk to other city council members in Columbia Heights? What did you do?
I attended, reached out, and attended this meeting called Meeting in the Middle last week, Thursday night, where there were about 12 to 15 cities that are on there talking about these issues and what cities can do. And then also I attended another meeting on Friday morning that was presented by Betty McCollum's staff to share with you regarding ICE activities and what we can push back on and what we can't push back on. So I was reaching out to learn more so I can become better prepared for tomorrow night. So that's what I did.
So a lot of what we
But
do
I'm here
is to help
today
us.
also.
So based on what you